At the United Nations Monday, French President Emmanuel Macron followed through on a promise he made back in July.
True to my country's historical commitment to peace in the Middle East, between the Israeli people and the Palestinian people, I declare that France recognises the state of Palestine today.
His announcement was met with loud applause at the UN, where there is growing support for Palestinian statehood. More than 3/4 of the UN's 193 member countries now recognize a Palestinian state, with the notable exception of the US, Germany, and Italy. The move to recognize a Palestinian state is largely seen as symbolic, but it leaves Israel more and more isolated on the international stage. Addressing the UN, Macron denounced Hamas, making clear France would not open a Palestinian embassy until the remaining Israeli hostages were released, but also drew attention to the hundreds of thousands of Palestinians who are suffering at the hands of Israel.
Nothing justifies the continuation of the war in Gaza. Nothing. On the contrary, everything demands that there's a definitive end to it now.
Ahead of Monday's announcement from Macron, a defiant Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called it a, quote, huge reward to terrorism, and said Israel would decide on a response to the new push for a Palestinian state after his meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump next week.